Hi, this is Miss Julie. There are some birds building a nest on my porch, and so I knew I had this book. I thought it would be a good one to read now in the spring when the birds are starting to build their nests. It's called A Nest Full of Eggs by Priscilla Jenkins, illustrated by Lizzie Rockwell. Listen, cheer up, cheer up, cheer up. That is the song of a robin. It must be spring. Up in a tree outside my window, a pair of American robins is very busy. They are gathering dry weeds and twigs. They work carefully but quickly. It is almost time. The female weaves the weeds and twigs together with bits of mud that dry like glue. She adds more mud, pressing it with her breast into a cup shape. Then she lines the bottom of the cup with a bed of soft grasses. There! The nest is strong, safe, and snug. Now it is ready. Over the next few days, the female robin lays 4 beautiful blue eggs in the nest. She is sitting on the nest now, keeping the eggs warm. Her mate is close by. He sings loudly, warning other robins to stay away. Inside each egg is a tiny new life. It is growing very fast. The yellow yolk is its liquid food. The clear albumin, which we call the white of an egg, is its watery cushion. Day after day, the mother robin sits on the eggs, patiently waiting. The boy says, "It must be nice and warm in there." The girl says, "That white spot in the middle is the beginning of life." After 3 days, the life begins to look like a head, a backbone, a heart, and eyes. Already the heart is beating. After 5 days, a beak, 2 wings, 2 legs, and a tail are taking shape. It is beginning to look like a baby bird in there. After about 8 days, the robin is completely formed, right down to its toes, and you can see that the yolk sac is shrinking. By the 12th day, the robin has grown so big it is squeezed inside the egg. It has used up all the food and space. Its eyes are closed now, and they'll open after hatching, and there's no more yolk sac. Listen. Peep, 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 peep. A tiny beak is breaking through an eggshell. The eggs are hatching. Crack! Out rolls a baby robin. Soon there are 4 wobbly little robins in the nest. Their parents feed them worms, berries, seeds, and insects. But the hungry nestlings are always peeping and squawking for more food. And you can see the boy at the window watching, and he says, "Good morning, everyone." In a few days, the baby robins open their eyes. Soft, warm down feathers begin to appear on their bodies. Then bigger feathers grow and cover the down. They keep the robins dry and give them color and shape. About 14 days after hatching, the robins have grown their wing and tail feathers. These are their flight feathers, the feathers that they will use to fly. Feathers are light but very strong. They are what makes birds so different from all other creatures on earth. Only birds have feathers. Feathers come in many sizes, shapes, and colors. He says, "We found these in the yard." And she says, "Let's look this one up." Look at all the different feathers the children find in their book. Can you find the long peacock feather that looks like it has an eye on the end? Can you find the tiny little green hummingbird feather? and the yellow oriole feather. And look at the little owl feather that's near the girl's hand. It looks almost like a tiger stripe. Robins, like all birds, take good care of their feathers. They comb them and straighten them with their beaks, and they clean them by taking baths in water or dust. The girl playing in the sandbox says, "If we were birds, this would be our bath." You can see a cowbird taking a bath in the water, and a house finch is flying in to join the cowbird. The goldfinch is the yellow bird standing in the grass. There's a sparrow taking a dust bath, and there's another robin taking care of its feathers on the pot of a plant. Now the young robins are ready to leave their nest, but they are not good flyers yet. They are still learning. For the next few weeks, their parents stay close to them and bring them food. It says that the nest is getting a bit crowded, and the birds start to stretch, and away we go. Soon the robins are ready to fly and hunt on their own. Now they can take care of themselves. Next spring they will find mates and have nests of their own. Birds live all over the world. There are about 9,000 different kinds. Each kind of bird makes its nest in its own special way. Birds usually hide their nests where they blend with nature's colors. A bird's nest can be a gathering of leaves on the forest floor, like this whippoorwill. It can be a hole in a tree, like this northern flicker, or it can be a woven pouch, like the northern oriole. A nest can also be a scrape on a rocky cliff top, like the peregrine falcon, a gigantic heap of branches, like the bald eagle, a floating platform, like the red-necked grebe, a woven cup of plants and spider silk, like the hummingbird, a cup of mud, like the barn swallow, a scooped out hollow in the sand, like the ostrich, or even an old shoe, like the house wren. You can help robins build their nests. In the spring, leave some grass clippings and bits of yarn and string in your yard. Look for robins picking them up. Watch where they go. You may be able to find their nest. Help the robins feel safe by not going too close to the nest or touching it. See if you can tell if the eggs have hatched. And these children are leaving newspaper, grass clippings, string, shredded paper, hair, cellophane, dried weeds, and yarn. As summer ends in late September and the days grow shorter, the robins fly south or migrate. They know it is time to leave. Winter is coming. But the robins always return. Listen. Cheer up, cheer up, cheer up. Spring is here again.